And we are on. And we're only 5 minutes late. In Hawaii, we would be right on time. But this ain't Hawaii, folks. This is Mann About Town. We are a production of 321 Media, and we are broadcasting live and late from downtown Westerly, and we are streaming all over the world. We are brought to you by Valenti Subaru at Dunn's Corners, our presenting sponsor. Right now they have a promotion called Share the Love that is being done worldwide, or nationwide, I should say, by Valenti or by Subaru. I'll get this together yet. What Valenti is doing, they are part of it. Come into Valenti between now and the end of the year, Valenti Subaru. Buy a car, lease a car. For every car that is sold, they will donate $300, and they are allowed to pick the charities. The charities they have picked are great local people. The Columbus Day Parade and the Veterans Day Parade. They got rained out this year, and they can use this money. And Valenti always steps right up to the plate and donates thousands. So if you're looking for a car, get in there and see Cousin Bruce and see the good people there. They are our major sponsor. And now to our first ever. My God, we have completed now 7 years?
Really?
6 years, 7 years. Mm-hmm. We are in our 7th year, so I guess we've completed it. Wow. Thank you so much for being with us since the beginning and being on time. We have Brigitte Hopkins. She is the executive director of the Westerly Library and Wilcox Park. Bill Lancellotta, the assistant executive director. And the only thing I wrote on here was the library twins, and then a note to myself, COY Pop-Up for the Holiday Stroll. For those who don't know, if you live here, unless you're under a rock, tonight is the night of the annual Holiday Stroll in downtown Westerly. It's absolutely beautiful. It's just right out of a Hallmark movie or whatever you want to say. It's beautiful. We have, or will have, the luminarias in the streets and hot chocolate and kids singing and specials in the stores. And what are you doing at the library?
Oh, right.
Yeah. Well, tonight.
Tonight,
yes,
the Holiday Stroll, we have, and the pop-up at COY, we'll have our Westerly Library and Wilcox Park gear and literary themed gifts for purchase. And we also have a gingerbread village set up in our old main reading room.
Wow.
So
an edible one?
Well, you could. I wouldn't.
It's probably been sprayed or glued.
Well,
or
over
something.
the past couple weeks, we had kits, takeaway kits, about 20 of them, and people could come in and take the kits, bring them home and decorate them, and then bring them back for submission into the competition. Or you could bring your own.
And this is the
you
winner.
get to go and vote on which one you think should win.
So they're all out there.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see. So when I stop at the library,
Yes.
because I was telling Ben, I was telling Caleb, who was producing today, that I parked my car behind the United Theater because I knew I was going to the stroll. It's going to be dark and cold when we get out, and I'll be walking all around. I didn't want to have to walk back here. So that will be perfect because I will go into the library. Now, are the names of the creators on? So it's totally anonymous.
Yes.
Very, very good.
Yes. So it might have been, a 3-year-old child doing it. It could have been an adult or senior or a whole family.
Do they get bragging rights or do they get a real prize? Or do we wait for Amanda to call?
Yeah. She'll let me know.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they get a Subaru from Valenti.
Yeah, that would be amazing. But in our pop-up, so we have T-shirts and coffee mugs and what else, and hats
All
with
for
our
sale.
logo, as well as really literature-inspired merchandise.
Wonderful.
And the Crafternoon to Go is in the COY on
Isn't there gonna be
today
room
from
for
5
it?
to 8. The handmade holiday mini book garland? I think so.
So you can pick up your handmade holiday edition Crafternoon to Go kit
Mhm.
at the pop-up.
Yep.
Tonight, it's first come, first serve. Actually, I think Stacy
Yeah.
made some beautiful mini book garland that's on display in the COY.
Mhm.
And for those who don't know, the pop-up at COY is right when you come in the main door. It's that little place to the left.
Yep.
Mhm.
Wondrous little place to the left.
Yes.
Yes.
Good things always happen there.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. And in a few weeks, the
You can have candy, right?
candy box will
See,
be
you
there.
can tell I
Yeah.
read my newsletter.
Yes.
I'm looking forward. Their treats
I spent
looked
way too much on them.
delicious
I was
last
going
year.
to say, they came last year.
They
didn't
did.
And
They
it's
did.
great
And
chocolates.
I love that they're taking advantage of
Yeah.
the space.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for.
And any group in town can do that
Yes.
pretty
Yes.
well.
Yes.
Nonprofits as well as for-profits.
Correct.
As well as individuals who want to show off their artwork, their stuff,
Yep.
Mhm.
If they
and
want.
a very reasonable price too.
Yes.
I know that.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. So, we have holiday happenings starting from before
Yes.
December, which we kind of kicked off at our tree lighting on Saturday.
Yes.
Which
I
was a
heard
lot of
about
fun.
that. I was not
We
here.
were disappointed not to see you at the tree
I'm
lighting.
sorry, I was across the street. There's too many things
Too many
going
things going on.
on. But a friend got up actually at Rotary the other night and talked about that he did every kind of Norman Rockwell thing with his family. And one of them was the tree lighting at the library. And they walked and how beautiful it was outside in the park. And, then he went and had hot chocolate here, and then they went there, and then they went to the Mystic Boat Parade. So I heard about all of it.
Yep.
But
Oh.
are the trees all lit now?
I believe so.
Yes.
So I
we
can
have
see
one
them
big
tonight.
tree
Yes.
that's lit, and then the chamber put up their Starry Lights tunnel,
I saw
and then
that.
the building is decorated.
And that's at the Esplanade, the Starry Lights, right?
Yes, yes. And Amanda, thank you for getting back to us for the gingerbread house competition. There's 3 winners. Prizes are given. Voting continues online through Saturday morning,
Oh, wow.
and winners will be contacted then.
Thank you, Amanda. I don't know why you don't have her just come here and you
I
stay
know.
home.
Right, next time.
Good.
No, that's great. Thank you very much, Amanda. And that's good to know because there's a lot of work in putting one of those together. A
Mhm.
lot.
Yes, yes. And we have letters to Santa through the 15th during library hours. So, and you can mail your letters to Santa in our special Santa mailbox.
We
Be
make sure
sure-
he gets them.
Be sure to put your address on it because he may even write back.
I know, I saw that too. Now, if there are a lot of letters with a lot of addresses, does Santa write to everybody?
I think he does. He's
Mhm.
magic.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We have teen gifts and goodies. That's today, and also on the 10th and the 17th from 4 to 5 p.m. in the teen space. Create and wrap handmade gifts for your loved ones.
That's a nice idea.
Yeah. And then next Wednesday, our cookbook club is hosting a cookie swap from 6 to 7:30 in the terrace room. And this month they've done it for the past few years. Participants are invited to bring 3 dozen of their favorite cookies to share with the group. Details and registration is required just to make sure we have enough containers for people to bring things home. And
Do they have to be 3 dozen of the same, or can it be a dozen of one kind, a dozen of another?
I
et cetera?
think it's of the same, of their favorite cookie, or
Okay.
whatever's
Because the variety comes from the
easiest to make.
swap. If everyone
Yeah.
brings different types of
And that's why they
Yes.
want you
Yeah.
to register. They don't want to have 15 dozen of
Chocolate
those
chip
nice little
cookies.
balls.
The walnut butter balls. That's what I make.
Ah.
Yes. Oh, well, I need to talk to you. I made them for the first time this weekend, and they spread into a cookie, like too
Oh.
much butter or
Your
something.
butter was too warm.
But it said it
Oh.
had to be soft, so I had
Really?
it out.
Oh.
We'll talk.
Yeah.
Definitely. Or you'll bring me some.
Yes.
I mean, mine tasted fine. They're just flat.
Doesn't matter what they
Okay.
look like, as long as they taste good.
Yeah.
right?
Oh, they taste
Yeah.
real good.
And then following Christmas, on Saturday, December 27th, from 1 to 3, we're showing Home Alone.
Perfect
Yeah.
Christmas movie.
Yes.
Mhm.
Maybe that's what's missing. I haven't caught the holiday spirit quite yet. Maybe
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't listened to my music or watched a
Are you
Christmas
going to
movie
be
yet.
showing them up on the 3rd floor?
Nope, in the auditorium.
Oh, that's right. 2nd floor. I
Yes.
always think that's okay.
Yes.
In the family movie matinee, they do an activity too. They'll be watching Home Alone and make your own finger trap. So
Make your own finger.
finger trap, you haven't seen those?
No.
Where you stick your fingers in and
And you
They're
can't pull them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
you're gonna have to come to find out.
I guess. And it has nothing to do with the movie, right?
Well,
I'm
he
trying to remember.
creates a lot of traps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a finger trap.
No,
in it.
I didn't think so
No,
either. I've
there's-
seen that movie a couple times.
Yeah.
And okay.
You want to do that?
The wreath making workshop,
Yes.
why that's tomorrow. Thursday, December 4th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Join us for a special wreath making workshop featuring fresh evergreens cut from Wilcox Park. Our staff will share botanical information, instruction, and tips for creating a stunning holiday wreath. All
So
right.
even if you're not good at it, Alan Peck will make it look
Yes.
beautiful
Well,
when you're done.
The difference between this workshop and we did have the wreath kits,
Mhm.
wreath making on Saturday, is this is a fundraiser for the organization.
Ah,
So it's
Mhm.
$50. It's a higher end ribbons, higher end all of that, and
Mhm.
you'll also there's this educational component and
and then you
one-on-one
get
help.
to keep it though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Greens,
Yes.
ribbons, frames,
And you
wire,
get to keep the $50.
and refreshments will be provided. So,
Good.
Yeah.
all right.
And you'll learn about all the different types of greens and what they're good for and how to make
Mhm.
best practices for making bows and putting the wreath together.
Yeah.
And then of course we have
We're getting closer and closer to Murder by the Book.
Aha.
January 23rd. Tickets are on sale. And if they act before, what's the cutoff date?
December 31st.
Act
It's the 23rd. I thought it was the 24th.
Nope,
It
it's,
is the
it's a
23rd.
Friday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's currently it's only $85 per person. An incredible bargain for what you're going to get. After that, after December 31st, it goes up to $100 per person.
Whoa.
There are also VIP tickets available for $150.
Yep.
And that includes
VIP
parking and
And some other, I
yes.
think you get to get there a little early and get settled and not have to wait in line for a drink and a few
bonus
other things.
cruise, maybe.
A couple things.
Yeah. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Detective Willie Salford is on the case, but he needs your help. So hopefully everyone comes out and gives us a hand. solving
Has
that.
this been finished yet? This-
It's almost.
Because
And
I know you're
I
writing
think
it.
I've got
She
one
still
for
doesn't
you.
let me see it.
Yep. The year is 1946.
Wow.
So
Now, do you know, and I'm not being facetious when I say this, because as a writer, I know sometimes my computer takes me somewhere that I have no idea I was going. Do you know who done it?
I do.
You do.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I'm the only one.
Okay. I didn't know if you knew yet.
Yes.
I haven't
Okay.
seen a
Yes.
bit of it yet.
And
so.
we have, you can collect clues. So there's 9 spaces that groups of 4 to 8 or 12 can travel through and collect clues. And then there's bonus clues that they can collect as well to get. So anyone who actually solves the murder gets a chance to win a prize. If you solve the
leftover gingerbread that
Right.
didn't win. Right.
if you
Cast members can't
if
win,
you
just
solve
so
the
you know.
bonus, then you get an additional entry into the drawing. And you can try your luck at a 50-50 raffle. There's also a bonus clue that you can purchase. And tickets include food stations and open bar.
Very good.
Mhm.
Not bad for 85.
No, not bad at all. Does the cast get to have the open bar too? Afterwards.
Maybe after, yes. Yes.
Okay. Incidentally,
Yeah,
if another actor is needed, there is someone who is dying to get into this.
Oh, we can do it.
Okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
I can let you know after.
Yes. And we want to thank our special sponsors, our special agent sponsor, Friends of Westerly Library in Wilcox Park, as always. Our detective sponsor, Parsons Kellogg. Our whodunit sponsors, First Financial Advisory Services. MT Generators Generac, Professional Planning, Wealth Management, Washington Trust, and Westerly Community Credit Union.
Great.
I know. Great.
Great partners to have. I mean, most
Yes.
every one of those names is always there for every golf tournament, every anything that's happening in town.
Yes. And
so that's wonderful.
And our friends group just generously gave us some funds to purchase items on our wish list. And that included a new board to display all of the happenings that are going on at the library, some new signage, a new laser cutter and engraver for our makerspace, which I'm super excited about because our old laser cutter engraver started smoking, unfortunately.
I remember a couple of visits ago, you were saying it was down, it was being repaired or whatever. So I'm glad to know that. And those things cannot be cheap. So
no, they're
bless
not.
the friends of the library.
But you can do just about anything on the machine. And the cool thing with this one is that before you were limited to a certain width and length, and now you're just limited to a certain width, unlimited length.
And there are people there who will train and teach how to do that.
Yes. People can, buy a cutting board at Home Goods and get it engraved as a gift, or you can make coasters. You can use tile, marble. I don't think we've used glass. I don't think we've been brave enough to engrave a laptop cover, but you can put your laptop in it and engrave the cover.
Wow.
Yep. You can cut wood, make puzzles, build lamps.
That's incredible.
Yes.
And obviously those gals that run that wonderful department, they're fully trained. They know how to teach anybody, because a lot of people will be scared about putting a laptop into that. I'm sure.
I think we haven't done it because we are a little worried about it, but this piece of equipment has been built so that it is easy to use.
Okay.
So as soon as we get it, we'll let everyone know.
That's wonderful. It really is. It's amazing to me, all the things the library has. I mean, when Bill was talking earlier about what's going to be at the COY tonight, he said, and a literary theme. And I thought, finally something literary from the library.
We still have books,
Yeah.
People
forget that.
And Amanda and I were actually talking today because on our website, people might be used to seeing the Libby app, which is what a lot of people were using to get their ebooks. And our consortium, Ocean State Libraries, you should have an Ocean State Libraries card, has now sort of expanded and allows you to search through their Ocean State eZone so that you can look for your digital resources through Libby, which is Overdrive, through Flipster, which is online magazines, the Palace Project, which is additional ebooks.
Ooh, that's a new one on me. I never heard of
And
that.
World Book now has World eBooks for kids. So if you need to do research or they need to do
So you
something
can shut them up
elementary,
in the car,
yes,
right?
and
Wonderful.
and they have
Kids
this,
love encyclopedias.
and they have the eZone where you can just type in what you need and it'll search through all of those apps that I just mentioned and find what you're looking
Kids
for.
don't know what an encyclopedia is anymore. They just know go to the
Yeah,
right?
they're digital
Mhm.
resources.
Yeah.
I don't think they're used to,
Yeah.
those
They don't know, like-
encyclopedia salesmen don't
Yeah.
come around.
Yep.
Yeah. But we also have Hoopla, which is a paid subscription that where you can use your card if you have a Westerly Library in Wilcox Park card and have access to additional ebooks, maybe something that's not carried in Libby or it's already checked out and you can check.
And they have
this.
movies too.
Yes. And we have Canopy that has
Yep.
movies.
It's Canopy with a K, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can put the app on a smart TV and just download it and watch it
Just amazing.
or stream it rather. Yes.
Okay.
So we're utilizing all of these services, include those from the consortium, just because.
Being that this is the first Wednesday of the month, I know, and
Yes.
there's the stroll, but is there something hanging in the Hoxie?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yes.
Oh, there is.
yeah. We can
Well, you
jump.
got a lot going
We
on in the
can
library.
jump. Oh, always. Always. We have December exhibition, Artistic Visions of the Butcher Family. And it's 3 different artists.
I did see that.
Field of
yes.
works by local artists and family, Aubrey Feliciano, Jill Butcher, William Butcher Jr., and William Butcher III. Head to the Hoxie Gallery from 5 to 7 today for an opportunity to meet the artists and enjoy light bites. Works can be viewed in the Hoxie Gallery from Wednesday, December 3rd through Thursday, January 1st. So
Question about that, and I probably should have asked this question years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe you answered it years ago, and I don't remember. We have so many talented artists in our area, in
Mhm.
our region. Somebody is watching us right now, and they say, "How did the Butcher family get in there?" If someone's interested, do they contact the library? Do they have to
Mm-hmm.
qualify, show you what they do, fill in an application? What's the process?
that's the process.
Well, everything
All-
I just said.
Everything you just said.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, they're if you go on our website, of course, go to our website and everything. There's a form there that spells it all out for you. Tells you everything you need to know to exhibit in the Hoxie Gallery. It has all.
Do they have to pay to do that?
There is a fee, but it's not.
I think it's about $100.
It's.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I think it's a little higher than that. I'm not sure
Is
the
it?
exact amount.
Oh,
Yeah, we raised it a few years ago.
Okay.
But one thing we don't do is a lot of art galleries will, if you sell anything, they'll
You have to
take
give
a
a
cut.
Yes, a
We-
big
we don't
cut
do that at
usually.
all.
No. And
So-
we ask that nothing is exchanged there, but prices can be put on pieces and information, you can grab a card to
Mhm.
contact the artist directly.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always did wonder about that, and I really didn't know because there are so many really good artists.
Yeah.
And you're right. I only found out recently for an artist in New York the kind of cut that a gallery will take. And so somebody sells something for $3,000 and you think, wow, that artist just made that. Not even
quite.
close. Yeah.
No, it's amazing. Did you know that December 13th is National Cocoa Day?
Believe it or not, I did. And probably from that, because
Yeah.
I was going to say,
You
I
read
just
the-
saw that recently
Yeah.
somewhere.
So it's
So you're going to have cocoa in the library?
Yes, it's recognized to honor the historical significance of cocoa, which I'm not sure.
It's a Saturday, right?
Which was first mass produced in the American colonies on December 13th, 1765 by James Baker. The roots of cocoa trace back to ancient civilizations over 2,000 years ago, where the Mayans and Aztecs were among the first to cultivate and consume it. So, in honor of December 13th, when it was first mass produced, we'll be providing hot cocoa. You can trade bookmarks and book recommendations. It will be from 11 to 1 in the pop-up.
Very good. Very good. We're going to need to take a break right now and do some popping up of our own with local people. When we come back, we will be with Bill and Brigitte from the library in Wilcox Park and find out all the other stuff they're doing. And they also have books. Yes. You're listening to Mann About Town. We are a production of 321 Media, brought to you by Valenti Subaru. Share the love now through 12/31. And now let's share with Caleb.
Share the love of Valenti Subaru. Now until year's end, Valenti Subaru and Subaru America will donate $300 for every new Subaru sold to local and national charities. So far, we have raised over $362,000. Get 0% financing on new 25 Subaru Outbacks now until year's end.
All right.
No, that's okay.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners. And this weekend, the new iPhone is here, and we have them all in stock. Come get the brand new orange iPhone 17 Pro or the brand new razor-thin iPhone Air. The best part is trading your old iPhone and get up to $1,100 off. I mean, you get the brand new iPhone for free. But this weekend, you can get the brand new iPad and Series 11 Apple Watch for free. It's all happening down here at the Wireless Zone at 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners. Don't delay. Stop in today.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
And we are back. Do you know how much I hate this audience out there around the world? People are not communicating anymore. They're losing the ability to talk, especially when they text. And all you get is this, or little hearts, or
There's also
little
this
animals.
emoji.
Yes.
There's this emoji.
Oh,
There's lots of emojis.
yes. I'd like them to get back to talking. That would be a great emoji. Speaking. Anyway, so much for that. Let's go to good things like the Christmas stroll, which begins at 5 o'clock tonight. It will be dark. In fact, it will be dark in probably about 35 minutes here. But it will be dark, and the luminarias will line the streets, and the businesses will be lit up, and there'll be food and drink in so many of the stores. And what are you giving away at the COY, or do we have to buy it all? Will there be food and drink at the library? No. Okay.
No, but we do have a gingerbread village in
take
the Old Main reading
take a
room.
bite of that. And where
No, you
again
can't
is
take
the
it.
ginger? Is it right in the center?
Right in the Old Main reading room.
Oh yeah.
So you
Yes.
come in to the library,
And go left
Go
to
left,
COY and keep
check
going.
out the pop-up at COY. We do have stuff there.
to buy,
Gifts for book lovers.
Yep.
And such.
and then keep going.
Stop by
left.
and say hi.
And we also have the mini book garlands and everything there.
Craft kits. Yep.
And then you go into the Old Main reading room and you can vote for, you're going to see a gingerbread village. So and you can vote for the one you like best. And you can vote through Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, online.
Yes.
I think that's what
Well,
Amanda
yeah.
said. Saturday online.
Yeah.
And then you should just check out the rest of the library because it's being decorated right now. Our public services staff have gone a little insane with the Christmas decorations. It's like Santa's workshop exploded. And it's
People are
everywhere.
going, I think we need a little Christmas, as the
Yes.
song says.
Yeah.
This morning, I went into Charahoe Furniture, and on one of their gorgeous, beautiful tables were two decorators with a whole bunch of candy canes and ribbons, and they're making little flips and things and tying them and all of that. And that's just what they said, Santa's workshop.
Yeah.
Yep. And I came in here and there's a tree here, a
Yeah.
beautiful tree that I had not seen before today. And there is music everywhere. You just haven't been in the right places, I
no.
guess. But yeah, there's plenty of Christmas music. And you'll be sick of it in a few weeks. About the time we get done with it. And then it's January. Okay, what
We
you got?
also have a giving tree on the first floor. So
Nice.
gently used and handmade knitting items, such as hats, scarves, and gloves, are on the tree, available for
For the
people to take
taking.
as needed.
And
or
there's
whatever,
some
and-
down in the kids' room
Yeah.
for kids.
Yeah, there usually have been in the past, haven't there?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
So if anyone has stuff they want to contribute to the giving tree, that'll go to.
So if it's gently used, I mean, and I was counting, someone asked me if I needed gloves for
New or
Christmas.
gently used, we say.
Well, I've
So-
got so many I probably have 12 pairs of gloves. I don't need them all. They're
Okay.
taking too much room in the drawer. I will make a note and bring them to you, a
Okay.
whole
Right.
bunch.
Yes. And our lovely Margaret Earl, who's a avid knitter, knit a ton of hats for the kids.
Oh, good.
And they're down in the kids' room, so
That's
she's
great.
amazing.
And they're free to people, right?
Yes, they are.
Just come in and say, I'm freezing.
Mhm.
Because Caleb didn't get here to unlock the door, so I'm standing out. But no problem.
If you
You'll
like,
never live it down.
if you like puzzles, there's a puzzle competition and swap on Saturday. Actually, this Saturday, December 6th, from 10 to 12
Are you going to be
in the
part of
Terrence
that?
group. I'm not sure yet.
Because I know you like those 1,000
I
pieces
do
of
really like
sky.
puzzles.
Mhm.
No, not sky. I don't. If I get, they need to be hard, but not too hard.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
But teams up to 4 people, all ages welcome, will compete to see who can solve a 500-piece jigsaw puzzle the fastest.
Ooh.
Teams will have 2 hours to complete the puzzle, and prizes will be awarded to the winners and runners-up.
Ooh.
Um,
So everybody must have a table or a space.
and they're also hosting a puzzle swap, so you can bring in new or like new puzzles to share.
Are you a puzzle nut too, like she
yeah,
is?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
You'll walk by the dining room.
My mom's
table
big
and-
on puzzles.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, we do puzzles with my mom, usually on Sunday evenings. We go over there and do puzzles.
And you get it all completed on Sunday evening?
No,
Oh.
no, it takes months.
Oh.
I didn't say we were good at it.
No.
Just we enjoy it.
Yeah. And I puzzles that are literary themed, that have books on them or titles of whatever,
Right.
people reading, I keep those, but anything else I will swap.
And sometimes you get a really annoying puzzle and you just give up.
Yeah.
It's okay to give up.
I have done that.
You've given up. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
you have definitely come back in my. Okay.
All right. We have a new kids club. It's called Chapters, Cookies, and Coloring Club. That's
Better than
Tuesdays.
Sounds
It
like
began-
a chapter book.
Began
right?
yesterday, but it's going to be on Tuesdays from 4 to 4:45 in the Kids Room Castle. So kids ages 6 and older are welcome to join us for Chapters, Cookies, and Coloring Club. They enjoy a sweet snack and work on a themed coloring page while listening to the beginning of a chapter book read aloud by our kids librarian. We'll begin a new book each week, so join in the fun anytime.
What a great idea that is.
So you can start it and then check it out.
Yes.
When
So
are
you
you
can
when are you
find
going to
out-
get back to letting the kids read to dogs?
Oh.
Yeah, we need
that
to
was
do
that
that.
was
Yeah.
wonderful.
Mhm.
And I was just seeing that somewhere that they were doing that at another library. And usually they're the nice, calm golden retrievers who have manners enough not to fall asleep while the kids are
Yes.
doing that.
Mhm.
And they just get petted and they're happy. And yeah, it's kind of, it really is a good thing.
On Thursdays, we have tween craft time, new each week. Thursdays 4 to 5 in the tween space, and we have the same thing going on in the teen room for teens.
Yep. And there's now a Teen Maker Monday. That started this past Monday, but it's going to be every Monday. Collaborative workspace. The Maker Monday is a collaborative workspace. That doesn't make any sense. The Maker Space is a collaborative workspace where teens can design, create, and learn new skills. Month by month, we will focus on a variety of tools and materials. For December, we'll be focusing on yarn arts, loom weaving.
What's so amazing about the majority of the clubs that you have is that people can go there and they don't have to worry about spending money on supplies before they get there.
Yep.
You give them what they need in most cases. And
Yes.
it's great. It's a great place for people to go and work on stuff.
Yeah. I think for our makerspace, all consumables generally, if you're coming in to make something specific, you either need to bring in your own materials or you can purchase the few things that we have because it's all item specific for whatever you're doing. But otherwise, all of our clubs, our crafts, we supply. And you don't have to have experience.
And nobody will point at you and laugh.
Nope. Never.
All right. And if you saw, we have a help wanted in our newsletter.
Oh,
for
the
Dungeon Masters.
Dungeon Masters,
So,
yes. I did
yes.
see. See, I
We're
really do
looking
read
for
it.
teens and tweens who love Dungeons and Dragons.
What's been the problem? You've been talking about this now for a couple of years.
It's not
Why
really a
kids don't
problem.
wanna
Well,
do
it's a
it?
good problem to have. There's such demand for
Keeps
these
growing.
programs. More and more kids want to do it. They're really into it. The groups are growing. We keep adding more groups, and those keep growing. So,
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
we're trying to meet the demand.
So you can't just keep adding kids to one group
Yeah.
Becomes
because it gets
unwieldy.
too big.
Yeah.
So
About
for
how
each
many are in a Dungeons and Dragons group?
It's usually 5 or 6. from
Oh, so
what
it is
I've-
nice and small.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good.
Basically, the amount that can fit around like a
A table like
table.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
And just moving on to our homebound delivery, which is a service for homebound patrons. You can be temporarily homebound. Say you broke your leg and you can't drive,
Mhm.
or you are permanently homebound and can't get to the library and no one can get to the library for you. We can deliver books based on, we have
I
little.
think you should send Bill over. He could read them a chapter
Yeah.
book, give them a cookie they can color.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
visit all the homes.
One cookie for you, two for me.
So we just have a little conversation beforehand to find out what the person's likes are, so then our librarians will pick out the materials for them and they'll be delivered on a regular basis by volunteers.
Do you have you do have books on tape
Oh yeah.
because we
On
have
CD.
okay. That works. We have somebody who works here, whose wife is legally blind,
Mm-hmm.
and she gets books from Insight in Cranston
Okay.
on a every couple of week basis and loves them. But she could get books here to supplement as well.
Yeah, if you just want regular audio books, and then we also have
I'll ask her.
talking books through the state of Rhode Island.
Okay. Because I know she's really happy with that, with the book she gets from them, and it's very
good.
active.
Good.
So she's a knitter, and she does it all by muscle memory. She makes
Oh, I love
blankets
that.
for little babies and dogs and stuff. And she'll give me one and say, "Oh, but you're going to see on a row, I missed a couple of stitches." I would miss the whole thing. She is really good. So I will definitely ask, because they may not be aware of that, and it would be something to do in the meantime.
And then you can also get the audiobooks through our apps. So through eZone, you can use Libby and Hoopla.
Okay.
Yeah. Or did you write down the Talking Books program through the state of Rhode Island? Yep.
Yeah. That may be what she's getting from them. I don't know. I know she gets it once a month, and then they take it back and send a new bunch. But there are many times that she runs out, because she's very avid about that, and this would be a great auxiliary help.
Yeah, you
And
could
for
almost,
other people that are listening who
could almost go
may
through,
not be aware that you do that.
go through a book every couple days
Mm-hmm.
if you're listening to it
Yeah,
all day.
exactly.
Yeah. Yep. And speaking of assistants,
Oh, yeah, we have Susan Rosen, our volunteer community resource advocate, who's at the library on Tuesdays from 1 to 3. So if you have feel a need for any resources from the community, you're not aware what's out there, come and talk to Susan, because she knows all about that.
This is the time of year, too, where people want to know about heating assistance and may not be aware of the Johnny Cake program or the PNC program. And I'm sure she's getting questions, or has been, about food assistance. Where can I go, and things like that. And she has somebody who comes in on another day.
Yeah, Toby comes in on Thursdays. Toby's a volunteer mental health advocate.
Good.
So if folks are going through a tough time, and
this is a tough time of year for a lot of people.
or you know someone who's going through a tough time, you can come and talk to Toby, and she will provide some
As a matter of fact, we have somebody coming next week from Wood River Health, who is the
terrific.
director of integrated health and behavioral health, and is going to talk specifically about this time of year. It's not necessarily the most wonderful time of year if you're going through grieving or money problems or housing, or and she's going to talk about that as well.
And the seasonal depression. I mean, it's just lack of sunlight. And
Well,
cold.
we had like an hour and a half of it yesterday
Yes.
with all the rain and the dark.
Yes,
and
that certainly
But I
doesn't
did hear
help.
them say this morning on Channel 12 that as of next week, it's flipping, and it's going to be a little bit longer, the daylight, and a little bit longer. So it's out there.
Good.
It's coming.
I can't wait.
yes.
What else we got, Bill?
Oh my goodness.
Or
Well,
Brigitte?
let's see.
Oh, the Rhode Island Department of Transportation
Oh,
rail plan public listening session next Wednesday, December 10th, from 6 to 7:30. I don't have more information, but I think it's about the the train,
Oh, yes. The commuter rail?
the commuter rail.
The
Thank
commuter
you.
rail.
Oh my goodness gracious.
When you're going this way, all I could think of was Washington
Oh,
Bridge.
it's over
the
there.
Washington Bridge.
It's over.
Yeah.
let's see.
Yeah.
We have our regular ongoing clubs and activities, such as Laser Basics on Thursday.
We got to wait till
Oh,
our
that's right. We have to wait for our new Glow Forge, but we still have Sewing Basics. That's Wednesday, December 10th, 6 to 6:30 p.m. And we have our open art studio in the Makerspace on Wednesday, December 10th, from 6:30 to 7:30.
And that is what? The open art.
It's an
studio.
open art studio.
come
You
in and make art.
create
Oh,
art.
anybody can come in and,
Sure.
okay.
Yeah.
And if you missed anything, because it's a lot, you can stop in the library. You can subscribe to our e-newsletter. You can visit our website, give us a call. There's lots of ways to learn about what's going on at the library and in the park.
Very good.
Yeah. And again, if you haven't already marked your calendars, please don't forget about our fundraiser. We have one big fundraiser a year, and this is Murder by the Book on Friday, January 23rd. It starts at 6 p.m. Early bird special before if you get your tickets by 4 p.m. on December 31st is $85.
That is by December
31st.
31st. Okay, I thought you said first. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's already passed.
And they can get it right online.
Right online, yes.
And
Yep.
this is to benefit the library and Wilcox Park.
Yes. It's an interactive murder mystery event.
It
It's
really
gonna have great
sounds-
food.
But we're not going to force
signature
anybody
cocktail.
to do anything. They don't have to act. They can participate as much as they want or don't want. So just come have a good time.
So
Mhm.
they're going from room to room, and
Picking
they're
up clues.
they're going to meet people that
Mhm.
might just be the
The-
nefarious murderer.
Yes.
And while they're doing it, they're having drinks and food, and
Hanging out with friends, meeting new people.
they don't have to hit golf balls.
No,
Which
No.
is nice.
Yep.
Yeah, and meeting
But
new
it'll be
people.
fun. Yes.
How many do you cut it off at, and how many groups? Because you don't send like all 85 or 100 people through at once. Are they in?
They'll
like
be
little-
staggered through the rooms. Yep. Yeah. It's gonna be
It
fun.
really sounds like a lot of fun.
It is going to be
I'm
fun.
sure Stacy's knocking herself out.
She is, as always.
Mhm.
She decorated the pop-up. And it looks fantastic. Very
She's been
festive.
making lots of snowflakes, right?
Snowflakes and book garland.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be seeing it in a couple hours.
Yeah, and you can also stop by and check out the opening reception in the Hoxie Gallery with the Butcher family.
Mhm.
Looks pretty amazing. There's lots of different art forms.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, is it mixed media?
Well, William Butcher is a painter, and William Butcher III is a professional photographer.
and painter.
Oh, and painter.
Yep.
So yes.
And Aubrey is a visual artist, but also a ballet dancer.
Mhm.
Now, see, there's a family that should be slapped. They're so talented. They are so, my God, they take pictures, they dance ballet, and everything you're saying takes discipline.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
what's greater discipline than ballet?
Yeah.
And to be a great photographer, not to whip out your phone and just, click. That's great
Yeah.
stuff.
The pictures in the newsletter are really,
Yeah.
that's what the exhibit looks like. It's all different kinds of art.
I
and
love
everything,
black
so.
and white, and that's what
Yeah.
got me when I saw that online, the
Mhm.
black and white photography. I just
Mhm.
think that's it says something so much more.
Yes.
You folks have about 5 more minutes. Normally, I'm telling you,
Wow.
you're done.
Wow.
So if
Wow.
you want to repeat anything like you just did about Murder by the Book,
All right. Well, just to let folks know, our cottage in Wilcox Park serves as our artist in residence space, but it's also available for private events. So you can reserve it now for an upcoming work or family gathering. Makes a great bridal suite or birthday party space. So just check out.
Mhm.
uh,
Temporary office space if you're traveling through and need a place to work. And our artist in residence program is actually full for 2026.
Wow.
So
I
we
remember-
are accepting for 2027.
You had said a couple of months ago when you were here that it was pretty close to being full.
Mhm.
So that's incredible.
It's
But
been
we-
very, very successful.
But we take applications. Sometimes things fall through, and we.
So you have a wait list.
Yes.
Excellent.
So you want to be added to the wait list. Same thing for the Hoxie Gallery. I believe it's pretty booked for next year, but it's always good to get on the list in case there's an opening.
That's great to know.
Yeah.
And what's good about your artist in residence program is they have all been so different. It's every kind of
Yes.
artist, from a
Mhm.
performing artist to a writer to a painter to you have all the-
Musician.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Photographer.
Yep.
Yep. We've had it all.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
That's the beauty of art.
And the nice thing is they're not just living in there, and they're coming out and they're giving classes and they're meeting the public and they're helping people
Yes.
who have similar interests.
Yes.
Which
Yes.
I think is terrific.
Yes. Yes. And if you do get our newsletter, we have book suggestions by staff as well as youth picks and video game recommendations by staff, which we also do lend.
That must be Ben who does that, right?
Ben and a few other staff, including Hannah, who's our outreach associate.
And Casey.
And Casey,
too.
yep.
Let's see.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I gave my recommendation for Firefly Beach with local author Luann Rice.
Oh, yes. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing I have not heard about, so I don't know if it didn't work this year or you just didn't mention it, are the pumpkins still alive?
Oh,
Oh.
no.
So it's not like last year.
Not like last year. No, that one, most of the pumpkins, if people didn't want them back, they were given to the United. So they were displayed during the, what did we call it? The
Trunk or treat.
trunk or treat. Thank you. See, I'm having issues today.
I have those issues all the time now. I'll
And-
say it starts with a B.
And
You
then
don't know what I
they
mean.
were donated to Yellow something farm,
Good.
To a farm.
to a
There.
farm in Stonington for their animals.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
So
if, if they could have been, I think
Yes.
with some of the attachments or
Those animals
paint.
love the glitter.
Yeah, not so healthy. But
You know what that
Yeah.
reminds me of? And this happened about 3 or 4 months ago. Our movie guy that we always have on once a month, Bill Doherty, he will bring popcorn in, and once a quarter, and we'll be doing that in 2 weeks, we will be on location at the Navigant Credit Union doing Man About Town from there, and Bill will be there. And Bill came in with this giant, big, huge bag of popcorn that feeds, I think it makes 40 boxes in the theater. I mean,
Wow.
he just brings, so he brought it to the Navigant that day. Well, they had lots left over. So one of the gals there has a cow that lives on a farm somewhere in the Hope Valley area, and she took the popcorn to the cow. And the
what a
next
treat.
the next morning, the cow had a calf.
Wow.
we use that for a long, and I
Magic corn.
believe they named the calf Popcorn.
Oh, that's
So, so when I hear that, when you say there may be an animal named Pumpkin out there, you never
You don't
know. Well, Bill and Brigitte, thank you. I will be seeing you in a little bit. I'm sure I'm going to make my rounds around town in an hour, and you've got so much going on as always. And thank you for another whole year. For
Thank
those
you.
who don't know, these folks were our very first guests on Man About Town way back, and the very last for this year. So thank you
Thank you.
again for everything you do. We are going to take a break, put Caleb back to work for a while. This is Man About Town. We are a production of 321 Media, brought to you by Valenti Subaru Share the love now through the 31st of December. When we come back, we will be with the police, your police. See you shortly.
Share the love with Lt Subaru. Now until year's end, Lt Subaru and Subaru America will donate $300 for every new Subaru sold to local and national charities. So far, we have raised over $362,000. Get 0% financing on new 25 Subaru Outbacks now until year's end.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners. And this weekend, the new iPhone is here, and we have them all in stock. Come get the brand new orange iPhone 17 Pro or the brand new razor-thin iPhone Air. The best part is trading your old iPhone and get up to $1,100 off. I mean, you get the brand new iPhone for free. But this weekend, you can get the brand new iPad and Series 11 Apple Watch for free. It's all happening down here at the Wireless Zone at 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners. Don't delay. Stop in today.
Let's see if anyone's bleeding in the park.
Yeah.
No Ben today?
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
D&V Mechanical specializes in the installation, maintenance, and servicing of Mitsubishi ductless mini-split heat pump systems. We are certified by Mitsubishi as Diamond Elite contractors and factory trained and up to date on the proper procedure of the installation and service of Mitsubishi ductless heating and air conditioning ductless heat pumps. We assist with the paperwork to reduce much of the stress-related documentation required to get the state rebates and federal tax incentives. We are not a jack-of-all-trades, master-of-nothing company. We are masters of ductless heat pumps. It's what we do, and it's what we know.
And he's made.
D&V Mechanical specializes in the installation, maintenance, and servicing of Mitsubishi ductless mini-split heat pump systems. We are certified by Mitsubishi as Diamond Elite contractors and factory trained and up to date on the proper procedure of the installation and service of Mitsubishi ductless heating and air conditioning ductless heat pumps. We assist with the paperwork to reduce much of the stress-related documentation required to get the state rebates and federal tax incentives. We are not a jack-of-all-trades, master-of-nothing company. We are masters of ductless heat pumps. It's what we do, and it's what we know.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop in to Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
hope you're very good.
It's pizza night in Westerly. Mario's is where I want to be. It's pizza night in Westerly. Mario's is where I want to be. It's pizza night in Westerly. Mario's is where I want to be. It's pizza night in Westerly. Mario's is where I want to be. It's pizza night in Westerly. Mario's is where I want to be.
Support a local cause you believe in when you open any new checking account at Washington Trust. Whether it's providing housing, ensuring no one goes hungry, or teaching tomorrow's leaders, we'll donate $25 to a local nonprofit on your behalf and give you $200 after 2 direct deposits. So open the checking account that's good for you and good for your community. Washington Trust. What we value is you. Member FDIC.
Redo it, I would go back.
It's pizza night in Westerly. Mario's is where I want to be. It's pizza night in Westerly. Mario's is where I want to be. It's pizza night in Westerly. Mario's is where I want to be. It's pizza night in Westerly. Mario's is where I want to be. It's pizza night in Westerly. Mario's is where I want to be.
Support a local cause you believe in when you open any new checking account at Washington Trust. Whether it's providing housing, ensuring no one goes hungry, or teaching tomorrow's leaders, we'll donate $25 to a local nonprofit on your behalf and give you $200 after 2 direct deposits. So open the checking account that's good for you and good for your community. Washington Trust. What we value is you. Member FDIC.
Playing out.
Who are we? We are the Bulldogs. Bulldogs for life. Bulldogs for life. Who are we? We are the Bulldogs. Bulldogs for life.
We are back, and it is just 1 hour till the downtown stroll. So if you are in the greater Westerly, Stonington area, you want to get down here. There is so much going on. You're going to be walking right into a Norman Rockwell picture. It's beautiful. Not so beautiful, but very helpful are my next guests. And they are Detective Howie Mills, who is here every month, Lieutenant Rathgaber, who is head of community policing and does a bunch of other stuff. And you're going to tell everybody what else you do.
How you doing?
Good.
Good to be back.
Good. Glad to have you back.
Yeah.
And I know you've got so many things we're going to talk about today,
Sure.
too. So you tell me, I mean, you want to start with the toy drive? Do you want to talk about the food drive? I mean, Howie gave me, he's never given me an agenda before.
Yeah,
And
I was told to look it over.
The first thing is intro of ourselves.
Well,
Talk about our responsibilities and supervision of the community police division.
Which is him.
Lieutenant, that's you.
That's a big job for him.
So I wear multiple hats, but one of them is overseeing the Special Service Division, which encompasses our Community Police Division.
That's where you play basketball in the neighborhoods and do cookouts for neighborhoods and
Yeah, so if you ever go to our Facebook page, Westerly Police Facebook page, you'll usually see a bunch of pictures of officers, and that's usually the community police officers. So there's 4 members of the Special Service Division. That's 2 community police officers and then 2 school resource officers. So in the summer, when the SROs are not in the schools, they assist with the community policing.
And that's Ryan and who's
So
at
the
middle
SROs,
school?
we have Officer Ryan Alger, he's up to high school.
Right.
We have Officer Dante Toronto at the middle school.
That's right.
And then the 2 community police officers are Nick Marasian and Mike Gubin. And we also have kind of a 5th officer, Canine Hopper.
Well, not sort of.
So
Canine Hopper's done this show before.
Yes.
he's the hit.
Yes, with tennis balls in his mouth.
Yep. Yeah, so the guys do a lot of work. Right now we're heavy in the toy drive, which I'll get into in a little bit.
Sure.
But yeah, no, we're the ones who you see do the cookouts, stuff like that. Whenever the community needs help with anything, we're the ones who try to help them out. And the guys do a great job, and it's a lot of work, but it's rewarding. So
I see that the pantry on the lane has opened in Bradford.
yeah, I don't know if did they have their grand opening yet?
They have.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, I saw pictures in the paper, and then I drove by there. I think it was last Saturday. That parking lot was full.
It's crazy because I think about when I first met Pastor Mark several years ago, when he used to do a Thanksgiving dinner at the Tower Street School. That's how long ago it was. I met
that
Pastor.
is a long time.
Yeah,
ago.
so they would just use the kitchen area to do like they do like a Thanksgiving like food thing, and then from all these years later to he's got the pantry on the lane and he's done a great job.
Yeah, it's. I mean, when we dropped off the food to him, that was my first look at the building, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah, that used to be a pizza place, right?
Yeah, well, there was the
It was Bessie
and at one
Honey,
point.
and then Honey.
Oh, that's
Tim Hortons.
right.
Tim Hortons. That's right. After they bought out Bessie.
That's right.
Yes, and then it
Had
turned
a
into
lot
like a
of
little
incarnations.
little convenience store.
And then, yeah, it's changed quite a few times.
Well, they
but-
worked on it a long time because that was empty. for
Yeah,
quite
it needed a
while.
lot of work, I'm sure. And the other place that they had, the former substation on Bowling Lane, that was just too small for them.
Right.
So, but they seem to be doing a lot of good out there. We gave them, I think we donated about 2,200 pounds of food to them. We ran 2 food drives, I'm sorry, 2 consecutive Saturdays, both at
Walmart?
Stop and Shop.
Or Stop and Shop.
And we got great community support because obviously the food drive wouldn't be possible if the community wasn't donating.
Right.
So the guys stand out there for 6 hours, kind of freeze a little bit. We had the mobile command, and we just.
But it's great because you're getting people who are going into a food store. They're going to come out with something for you, which is terrific.
I always say, like, listen to the 2,200 pounds you said.
2,200 pounds the first day, and then it was 1,900, I believe, the second day, and that went to the Johnny Cakes.
How often do I say to you, it's amazing the outpour in this town of like how like so much people give back to this town. It's incredible. When we do the toy drive, same thing. I'm sure I kind of peeked into the EOC and saw all the toys today, and now every time I look at it, I'm like, just the amount of.
Is it that room getting bigger and bigger and bigger?
I think the room is getting smaller because there's so much stuff in it, but it's just amazing the amount of support our town gives the community and helping out and
I remember
giving back.
when it was in the garage.
Yeah,
and now you've got that wing.
Yeah, we usually move everything out there towards the end when we do the give back. We give it
Yes.
out to the families.
Yeah, so I mean, it's if the community, you never know. The economy's tough. People
Right.
are still not working, but it was great to see the support. So over 4,000 pounds of food we donated, and we go to the transfer station and weigh it. So that's how we know.
Right.
And then we just concluded this past weekend. We did the toy drive. So that was one day was at Walmart Saturday, and then Sunday was at Job Lot. The guys were out there again, freezing. It was wet on Sunday. I was out of town, so I couldn't be there with them.
What a shame.
Yeah, I was in New Hampshire freezing.
You look so unhappy and warm.
So they collected toys. So then after the toys are collected, a lot of organizations and police departments, they just donate it to a group. We're different. We take the step to.
You match them, right?
Yeah. So basically what we do is we have a list that we compile on. So we have a link on our website, westerlypolice.org. And on the upper left-hand toolbar, there's a place you click on Toy Drive. And then there's a link. You fill out a form. We just ask for your first name, first initial, your last name, and your address. We need to keep it to Westerly residents, unfortunately. We would love to help everybody, but we only have so many toy donations that come in, so we try to help our community. And you put how old your kids are and what you would like them to have, what they're interested in. You submit that form, it comes to us, we compile a master list, and then we have to organize all the toys in our emergency operations center room or training room. So we take that room over starting like December 1st to the 18th, because the chief usually
What
kicks me out.
happens if they give you something on the list that you don't have in that room? Is
So that's
that
a
when you
very
go
good
shopping?
question. We go shopping. So we'll go to either Walmart, Job Lot. We stop at Remy Cycle if we need some bike stuff.
Oh, you've given bikes before.
Yeah,
or people have.
People, we got a few bikes this year, but that's always one of the hot items that we have to
Sure.
purchase. So we, the chief did a mailing probably 6 months ago or something like that, just letting the community know that we accept donations through the union, and when we can, we will help somebody. And so we have people who donate money to us, and we go shopping for the things that we don't get on the list.
Right.
So the teenagers are the tough ones to buy stuff for, because a lot of the toys that are given to us are for 10 and below. So we try to help out as much as we can. We can't fulfill every request, but we definitely do 99% of them.
I think that's great.
So essentially what the guys are doing now is it's kind of like a Santa's workshop, where we divide the toys up into certain areas based on age, and then they'll go down the list, and we have like banana boxes from Stop and Shop that they donate to us after they're done using them. And the guys will just go through and they'll pick out and put it in there, and then we give the people a call and say, hey, your box is ready to get picked up. We bring it down into the garage.
I would think that the officers you have that have kids of different ages are good ones to go to and say, hey, you got a preteen, or like you got a 13-year-old now.
Yeah.
You know, what is she into? Because they are tough to buy for.
Bella's always been good when I used to do it, to like, you know, I didn't even have to ask her, because I just knew kind of what she was into. And then like I would talk to my wife, who was you know, friends with other moms whose boys, you know, were in that, like he said, like 10 to, you know, 6-year-old age. And so you kind of always knew. But a lot of times when you ask the parents, or you talk to them on the phone, or they submit what their kid's into, we can usually find it. So
having a kid definitely helps.
It does. It does.
Because I know what a 9-year-old girl wants, because I have a 9-year-old
Exactly.
girl, so it helps to know. But yeah, so, you know, we put the boxes together, we give the person a call, they come drive up to our Sally Port, our garage, pull in, we load them up, they pull out, no questions asked.
It's amazing.
And it's such a great thing. Now, if people are watching us right now, because I'm looking at the last item on your list, who do residents reach out to if they want to donate toys? If there are people who say, I'd like to be part of this, either giving you cash for shopping, or we've got some toys. And it has to be brand new, by the way.
Yeah,
Has to be.
Yep.
What's the best way? Do they call the police department, the main number? Do they go online? Do they reach you? What do they do?
They can just swing into the police station. There's somebody always there. They can drop them right off in the lobby. If you have a big order,
so they don't even have to talk to anybody about what should I buy.
I've had some people reach out to me, or they'll reach out to the community police officers and say, hey, I'm going to come in this day, if they have kind of a big donation. But yeah, no, we're open 24/7. There's always somebody there.
That's great.
So if there's not an officer at the station, the supervisor's out on the road, just leave them in the lobby after speaking to the dispatcher. And then when an officer comes in, we'll pick that up, bring it into the EOC. So we still have toys coming in. We partner up with Sam Reed from NBC 10. So she was in there.
She has them on her front yard.
Yep.
Well, she just had a baby, didn't she?
She did. So she's out of work for a little bit
Right.
on leave. So she's helping us out. So we partner up with her. So you can make donations at her residence at 10 Mabry Drive in Westerly. This weekend we have Sons of Santa. It's a group of bikers that dress up as Santa Clauses.
Right.
And so they make multiple stops and they pick up toys along the way. And then we'll meet them at Havisham at 3 p.m. on Saturday. And they put everything in our vehicles and load them up. So we'll be using those toys as well. So we still have toys incoming. We're still welcome to more toys coming in, because
when do the people get them?
We usually give them out the week before Christmas.
You call them?
Yeah, but this year we're actually trying something new. Once we completed a box, instead of just waiting until then, we're calling them to try to get the boxes out of the station.
Because you need the room.
Exactly. And so we're trying this new approach this year. Once your box is complete, we'll give you a call. We'll set up a time for you to come pick it up. And that's going to hopefully save us some time and save us at the end when we're trying to get all the boxes out. The chief kicks us out at a certain point because we have a work Christmas party that we got to have in that room. So I have to have it cleaned up and put everything back.
I've been there. I've done that cleanup several times. It's tough.
You know, and I mean, he obviously came from community policing, so he did all this stuff before I came along. But yeah, no,
sounds like you trained him well, though.
No, I got to be honest with you. Seeing from like where I left it and how every year it grows, to me, it's just it's awesome every year. Just like, you know, I would do the 1-day pickups and then listen to him talk about trying something different. That's a great idea. Didn't even think about it then, but he's 100% right. Having people come in early, because setting up, you know, like 100 boxes or more, and then carrying them down into the Sally Port, waiting for that day. It's just a lot of work. You know, I was kind of doubling the work, and you know, it's a great idea to.
I think the best thing is how different you are in the toy drive from other groups that just say, here's the stuff, you know, that you match the people. That takes a lot of time.
We used to do that. So, and up until 2020 was the last year when I think it was 2020, we brought all the toys to the Johnny Cake Center. Because for years when I was in community policing, the first few years I was in community policing, we would just do the toy drive, bring everything to the Johnny Cake Center, and we would just carry them upstairs to the room that they had all their toys in. COVID came, and the Johnny Cake Center at that time was going to do something different. And at the time, Chief Lacey was the chief at the time. And I remember he brought me up to his office and said, we have to have a conversation about how we're doing the toy drive this year. And I said, I don't think we're going to be able to do one because the Johnny Cake Center's not taking toys. He's like, no. We got to figure out something. And so him and I had a long conversation about, like, what do we do? And he said, well, why don't we just do the toy drive still, and we'll just give the toys directly to the families. And so the first year, I think I did it alone because it was just me in community policing. And then the second year, or the third year, I ended up getting, you know, more officers in community policing. And here we are, you know, all these years later, and it seems like it's just gotten bigger and better every single year. I know he was talking about people donating toys. I think maybe the last couple of years, I would try to do is somebody did come in with toys, I would have them bring it in, and just like with you, when you brought toys in, we showed you what our North Pole kind of looked like.
That was amazing that night. Yeah, that was Captain Medina.
Yeah, Captain Medina.
Yeah, when he took me back there, and because all I had seen had been the garage, and he opened the door, and it was like Toy World.
Yeah, but
it was like a toy store.
Where your toys are, like when people would bring and donate toys, if we have some time to show them, if you know, we don't always, sometimes we just don't have time, or we're just not in the building. But if somebody does bring something in and we have a few minutes to just kind of get, like, hey, bring it on in, come take a look of what you're donating.
But you also have it organized. You don't have like you've got dolls over here and trucks over here, and it's very well organized.
Yeah, they do a great job.
Yeah, we've really, you know, we didn't used to have a list online that you could fill out. That was a big thing that I did 2 years ago. Well, last year was the first year because I've been involved in this unit for 2 years now. You know, it's just trying to find ways to improve it, you know, streamline it. We didn't want to miss families. So it's just taken off. Last year, we assisted 142 families with 341 children.
Did you really?
Yeah. That's amazing.
Say that again, because you said it
142 families and with 341 children.
That is for a little tiny town like Westerly.
Yeah.
God
So
bless you
and then
all.
the leftover toys that we have donated that we don't use, we donate them to Matthew's Wish, Toys for Tots with the Marines. So your toys, you know, even if we can't fill the baskets or you bring it in after the baskets are filled, we're still going to get them to organizations that are going to put them to use.
Oh, yeah.
So, but
I mean,
so far,
there's so many organizations that do it, and yet there's so much need.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the Cardi brothers certainly do it with the Marines. I drove by the Preserve this morning out in Richmond, and they've got a big billboard that they're doing it. And then there's Matthew's Wish. They've got a sign next door at the coffee place. And there's you, and there's plenty of others. But
and yeah, there's a lot
great need.
There's a lot of businesses in town that are collecting for us.
Yeah.
So the Junction reached out to me. They're having a box there. They're gonna have a little party on the 12th there. They're partnering with Perks and Corks. I believe there's a couple other businesses
Wonderful.
that are doing it as well. The eatery, not the eatery, Beach Street, yes, they're doing it as well. So there's a lot of places that are really stepping up. We've got it in our information out that we're doing this, and there's a lot of people that have stepped up to, want to contribute and donate and keep it going.
Great community, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely it's just phenomenal. Lieutenant, when's the last day that people can register? Is there like an end date or anything like that?
Well, we got to have that room packed up by the 18th, so preferably maybe like the 12th. Just so that we have some time to put the boxes together.
Time goes fast, especially this time of year.
Yeah, we know that there's last minute request, but when we box things up, it's tough. But we do our best to help with the last minute request. So, but yeah, come on by anytime. Donate. You just donated some stuff to us today, so we appreciate that.
Always.
Yeah. So,
yeah. And those neighbors and that's something that I can mention too without going through a whole story, but people that live in Hope Valley wanted to donate some money, and they're in their late 80s. They're not going out shopping to buy toys, and they gave me some money to give to you, and you have officers going out to buy stuff, and there's no such thing. She said to me, it's not a lot of money, and I said, it doesn't matter.
Just today, to supplement boxes, the 2 community police officers spent $1,800. So that's the type of money that donations are coming in through the union, and with a conjunction.
Oh, so you're getting it from the union too.
Well, so basically what happens is, obviously, because we're a government entity, donations are easier to go through the union, and then the chief, myself, and the union work together, and we have a fund set up essentially. So,
but if people like those people want to just give you $10 or $20, or that's
we
fine.
give that to the union. The union treasurer puts it into a fund that we have, and then we, like I said, it's a joint collaboration with the police union, the IBPO 503. And like I said, the chief had a mailing sent out. We had some generous donations, so we go and purchase stuff that wasn't donated, trying to make these kids Christmas the best that we can.
Because sometimes somebody might need like a pair of 12 boots for the wintertime, like winter boots.
Yeah.
Well, somebody just doesn't know to buy a pair of 12 men's winter boots.
Yeah.
So something like that, where somebody like that, I think that's very nice to have, is like a nice pair of work boots, or boots for the wintertime, or even a pair of sneakers to play basketball with, or something like that. Those are the types of things where
sneakers are always big with kids.
Yeah. And we tell our officers when they go to a house call and they're there for another reason, if they see a situation that isn't great, they see somebody that maybe needs a bed, we tell that officer, let your supervisor know. The supervisor will let us know, and then we can make a decision if we have some funds that will help out that family as much as we can. So it's not just around the Christmas time.
You do terrific work, 12 months.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yeah.
And I was thinking as you were speaking, what a great learning experience this would be for families who don't need the help of the toy drive, but could say to their children, how about emptying the piggy bank and let's make a donation, or let's buy a toy, and get them into a legacy of service.
Yeah,
because you are fortunate. Santa will come here, but there are some places that he won't come unless you can help.
I think that's it's good to teach your kids certain morals.
Yep, teach them young.
I try to tell my daughter that, you've got to realize how lucky you have it. And, you have a roof over your head. You have a nice bedroom.
Does she roll her eyes?
She's got some sass. She's a 9-year-old going on 19.
Yes, of course. That's why I asked.
So, but she just got a report card today, and that hit me in the wallet a little bit. I didn't realize, I told her for every A, I give her $5. So I'm thinking, okay, she's got 5-6 classes at most. Well, they break it up, so she has 11 classes. I'm sorry, 12 classes. Guess how much that cost me? $55. She got A's in 11 out of the 12 and a B+ in the other one.
Wow.
So we're going to have to talk about how much she gets for an A, because I didn't realize she'd have 12 classes.
Wow. Oh, I bet she had a big grin on her face.
She did. She did.
Were you that smart, Caleb?
I wish.
I wish too. I probably wouldn't be a police officer.
Right.
My mom told me, she's like, you didn't get that many A's, or you didn't get that much money. I said, well, you're probably just too cheap.
Wow.
You're right though when it comes to like seeing like your kids and watching them. You know, every year when I would do the toy drive, I'd have my wife bring my daughter and have them go into like either a job out of Walmart, wherever we did the toy drive, and have her pick out something that she would think like somebody her age would like really enjoy.
Yeah.
And then we'd have her come back out, like my wife and her go buy it.
Perfect.
And then like now that she's now that she's a teenager, she even more understands like the importance of giving back and the understanding that, you know, not everybody just, you know, sometimes people just needs a little bit of help to get by.
Exactly.
And, you know, to supplement through things.
Since you are, you've been around a long time with this program. No, you've been around a long time with this program.
Yes.
So you should know what we're going to do now.
Oh yeah, break time.
Yeah, we're going to take a break and we will be back shortly. And we'll talk about Santa not coming to town. He came to, well, he comes again, doesn't he? Doesn't he come on
Santa's
the
a
light
busy
parade
guy.
too?
Santa's going to be making a couple appearances, and we can talk about that. After
Okay, we'll be back with your Westerly Police Department and the wonderful stuff they do in our community right after this.
Share the love of Valenti Subaru. Now until year's end, Valenti Subaru and Subaru America will donate $300 for every new Subaru sold to local and national charities. So far, we have raised over $362,000. Get 0% financing on new 25 Subaru Outbacks now until year's end.
Or they're both calling Mike or Mike.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
And I make sure the dispatch know that.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners. And this weekend, the new iPhone is here, and we have them all in stock. Come get the brand new orange iPhone 17 Pro or the brand new razor-thin iPhone Air. The best part is trading your old iPhone and get up to $1,100 off. I mean, you get the brand new iPhone for free. But this weekend, you can get the brand new iPad and Series 11 Apple Watch for free. It's all happening down here at the Wireless Zone at 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners. Don't delay. Stop in today.
Taking a box.
You saw some of the toys and you asked what that was all about. And we
are the Bulldogs. Bulldogs for life. Bulldogs for life. Who are we? We are the Bulldogs. Bulldogs for life.
Of it, trying to just.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozwoski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Dunn's Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
Make your house a home using quality paints and stains. Achieve long-lasting color and beauty with premium products from Benjamin Moore, available only at locally owned stores like ours. Elevate your home interior with Aura, Regal Select, and Bend Paint. Or give your exteriors protection from the weather with Element Guard and new Woodlux exterior stains. No matter what you choose, we know you'll see the love. Visit us today to get started on your next project. Westerly Paints, 85 Franklin Street in Westerly, or call 401-596-8333 and visit Westerly Paint.
Wood River Health is my home for health.
Wood River Health is a one-stop shop for primary medical care, dental care, behavioral health, and social services. We care for the members of our community because they are our community. I'm Allison Croak, President and CEO of Wood River Health. Since 1976, our health center has provided high-quality, affordable health care to residents of Rhode Island and southeastern Connecticut. We are your neighborhood health center. Let us be your home for health.
I'm Dale Sold, the owner of Shoreline Painting and Cabinet Refinishing. My vision for the company has always been to elevate paint contracting. When you call, you get a live person. Typically, we have estimates out the same day. We have really good communication with our customers daily. We make sure you're completely happy before we leave the project. We service residential and commercial customers. The commercial work we do is typically more community-oriented. We just completed a expansion of our shop. We added 3 more spray booths to allow us to increase capacity. You can find us at 77 Stillman Ave in Pawcatuck. You can find us on our website at shorelinepaintingri.com, or you can call the office 401-834-1684 to book an estimate.
Much as I love this.
Moving doesn't have to be stressful. Whether it's across town or just across the hall, no job is too big or too small for Easy Does It Moving and More. Sean and his team put people first, making your move safe, smooth, and stress-free from start to finish. For a move made simple, go with the name that says it all. Easy Does It Moving and More. Call us today at 401-545-6078 or go to easydoesitmoving.com.
We are back with Mann About Town. We are a production of 321 Media, and we're coming live from wonderful Westerly, Rhode Island, where we've got one of the best police forces probably in the United States, because the way you guys care about community. We are brought to you by Valenti Subaru, who is our presenting sponsor. And right now they've got their Share the Love going on now through the 31st of December. Go in there, take a look around, buy a Subaru, and they're going to donate $300 for every car sold. That money will go to the Columbus Day Committee and the Veterans Day Committee, because their parades were washed out this year and they can use the money. And who's better than Valenti Subaru when it comes to donating to the community? Who's better? We'll get back to you guys and what you've been doing. Last Friday night, I was on my way downtown. I had a little problem with an automobile and I never made it downtown. But you had the March of the Wooden Soldiers going on at the United, and no sooner did that end than Santa came to town with the Winter Lady, and the trees were lit, and you keep everybody safe, don't you?
That's our job.
Yeah.
That Nutcracker event was pretty cool. I went to that, stopped in real quick.
I wanted to see that. I've seen a few of them,
we have one
and
in
they're
our lobby.
fantastic.
So
you do have one? Is
Officer Algier on his when he's not a police officer, he's a very talented artist.
Is he really?
And so
I
he actually
know that.
he actually painted one of those as a policeman, and he put the patches on there. And so yeah, it's in our lobby. It's actually on our Facebook page, so you can check out. I went down there and took a picture with him in front of it. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But there were a lot of cool paintings down there, a lot of time and effort put into those.
Because once they bought them, they were told they could do whatever they wanted. And I heard about the string quartet one where they made them into like Mozart and all the old composers. Oh, really? I heard about gray sails with a big snow globe. I saw one today down at the train station where the art gallery is. 3 different artists worked on that one. So There's a lot of talent in
I
town.
believe they're actually auctioning off some of those.
Yes, they are.
So,
some are being kept,
Yeah.
definitely, but there is going to be an auction afterwards, and they're just wonderful.
yeah, so it was a busy night down there with Santa coming in on the big red trucks, and that's another event that, you know, the community police guys, you know, the town wouldn't have that event if the police department didn't block off that area, make it safe for all the pedestrians, all the patrons to come down there and, you know, check out the sites. And
Howie used to work that when you were an officer.
Right. And it's like he said, though, like we're there, obviously you're there because Santa's there, but also we're on high alert because, you know, there's a lot of people there. We have to block off the streets and make sure everything's safe and the traffic's going the right way. And there's a lot more to it than
people don't realize it. They just show up,
yeah,
and they don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there's the barricades.
The town, you know, has to put out the barricades. We have some barricades we put up.
You have the streets closed off.
Yeah,
High
so
Street is
we use the
closed.
cruisers to block the road so nobody can drive through. There's quite a bit that goes into any special event that we do in town. There's pre-planning and stuff like that, and that's, you know, the community police guys do a lot of that along with myself, and, you know, that's where you see those guys a lot in the public. So.
Yeah, I can remember a few years ago, and then I became even more aware of it. But when you have the concert in the park in the summer pops,
Yep.
and I remember getting down here early to work and seeing a couple of officers with the dogs, and they were going through and they were sweeping the entire area, the stage and everything else.
Yeah,
And-
unfortunately, this is the world we live in,
Yeah.
and that's one of the reasons why we bought in a explosive dog. Canine hoppers trained to detect
Right.
explosives and firearms, and so yeah, they do the sweep. I mean, you know, there's always, you know, just for this, I oversaw the security for the Turkey Day game. You know, every other year it's in Westerly, and you know, there's 14 officers working, 10 doing security and 4 doing traffic.
Were there really?
And then
Wow.
myself and sitting in the mobile command unit staying warm while they're all freezing.
That's the second time you've said that in this hour.
Yeah, so,
you're up in New Hampshire and you're staying warm and they're freezing down
Yeah.
here.
yeah, I unfortunately missed Santa's arrival this year, and you know, the toy drives. Unfortunately, I had some family plans out of town, but I did miss the Santa. I love taking my daughter down there.
I remember you talked about that when Bella was little, going down there, and you were kind of torn between working it and being with her. And
yeah. It's weird now. And like, I'll never forget the first year that when I was not in community policing anymore. And I went down there as just, you know, a dad with his daughter. And it was weird because as I'm there, I'm hyper focused on everybody around me.
Sure.
And trying not
Through training.
Right. And I'm trying not to think about that. And I'm trying to just enjoy the experience with my daughter, but it's hard to like not be hyper focused. Like when you do it every single year and you show up and you're trying to do like the parent dad thing, but you're also trying to turn off the, you know, the police thing, the cop thing. So, but it's always enjoyable. I love doing it. And I'm always so happy, even as my daughter's getting older, when she wants to go do it, I love it just because it's like, you know, as we get older, we still want to go and enjoy those things.
Well, if you saw the pictures that were in the Westerly Sun, the faces of there weren't, I'm sure there were plenty of little kids, but the pictures that they chose to show, they looked like they were Bella's age. They looked 13 and 14, and they were just as excited to be there as the little kids.
That's an event, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's just not Santa, there's Mrs. Claus, all his helpers and stuff like that. And, you know,
And now
they're
you
doing
got
a
a
nice
week
job.
from Sunday, you'll have the light parade.
Yep. So we have the light parades coming up. The Chamber of Commerce does that. You can go on their website and sign up if you want to be involved in that.
Yeah,
That's
on the
another event
14th.
where we'll have officers, you know, the community police division along with patrol division will be, you know, shutting down roads. So yeah, we got that coming up.
Now, does Ashaway do a separate one?
They do.
They do.
Because I shouldn't say I was zooming by, but I was, and you don't zoom in Ashaway, but I was zooming by this afternoon and I saw a sign by the church that said something about a light parade. And I didn't know if they were advertising the one here or if they did one.
They've done one for many years because I live in Hopkinton and Ashaway. They've done one for many years where Santa Claus drives through town, and as they put as it goes through a bunch of areas, so all through like the Hopkinton area, and you can track where Santa is, and so you know when he's coming down your street or when he's going to be close to your house. So you can either go down to Route 3.
Track it like on a GPS?
Yeah, like on your phone, you can kind of track where he's at. I think they do actually what they do is they do a live stream, so you can tell where he's at, and they'll talk about like where they're at, and you can see where they're at because of the live stream. But they do a great job with that in Hopkinton, and ours is more of just like a the public, that anybody that wants to kind of get involved in the light parade here in Westerly, and then we do the light parade. I think in Hopkinton it's more just like first responders, like light parade, and Santa Claus, is usually like on a fire truck or in a police car. Like Santa Claus is usually on something in Hopkinton. Side by
it's
side,
interesting
like
to see how the businesses and residents dress up their vehicles with decorations and lights. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know last year it rained.
I think they've had a couple rough years for the weather.
Yeah,
a lot of businesses do a great job of like representing their business and getting their business out there, but doing a great job with the light parade and things like that. I think it's. I'll never forget the first year that we did it. It was the first year we did. I think it was right around COVID. I think that's why they did it. And there was only supposed to be a handful.
It was chaos. I remember that.
Yeah,
I was a sergeant on second shift.
You were, yeah. It was only supposed to be a handful of like vehicles on the light parade, and a lot of people just showed up.
We had Industrial Ave, Pleasant Street,
Pier Street,
cars parked everywhere. Nobody was able to, it was it was ridiculous.
He comes to find me. I'll never forget. He came to find me like, what are you doing?
I was a little like, what's going on here?
And all I could say was like, I was told, because I had meetings with the Chamber of Commerce, and they were like, it was only expected so many, and then a lot
because of COVID.
Right, then a lot of people just showed up, and the streets were packed, and it ended up being a great event. And then every year it seems like it's gotten bigger, and it's just something to do in the wintertime to get out and
just hopefully the weather cooperates this year.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, like you said,
weather's nice tonight for this.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be chilly, but
I mean those parades. I mean, it poured those days. We march in those parades, and unfortunate that especially those organizations put a lot of time and effort into planning.
A lot.
And to have it canceled, and Columbus Day weekend, that whole weekend was just a washout.
That was awful.
Yeah,
it really was.
New England's tough to predict.
Yeah, it is. I always think about, Southern California doesn't have to worry like we do.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
But we do have an event coming up that doesn't have anything to do with weather.
Is that Books with Santa?
It's indoors. So, yep. So we'll be.
That's a new one on me.
So December. So we launched this last year, and it's at the Martin House Bookstore on December 17th from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come on down. The police department, along with the police union, buys every kid that comes at a book.
I do remember this now. I remember you saying that.
And you have Santa Claus there, so you can go sit on Santa's lap, tell him what you want, and you can get one drink and one book per kid. And last year was our first year, and I couldn't believe how popular it was.
Now, where does the money come from? Your union, your own pockets? Where does the money
so that's
come from?
donations made through the community that allows this event to happen. So, like I said, it's all community. It's
people
if
are so
we didn't
generous.
get donations from the community, we wouldn't be able to have these type of events because we couldn't afford it. So
this is a way of saying, I mean, this is like doing double duty, because it's a way of saying, hey, we're good guys. We're doing this for the community. It's also a way of getting kids into reading. Hey, the cop bought me a book.
Yeah, and
that's exciting.
And that's what community policing is. You try to break down the barriers. Most of policing is you drive around in a patrol vehicle, you're making car stops, you're driving fast with your lights on to go to the emergencies, and then they see you possibly yelling at somebody, arresting somebody. And so if you could break down that barrier of getting out into the community, out of the police cars, walking around, talking to kids, interacting with kids, that goes a long way. I mean, our SRO, Officer Algia, does a lot of stuff with these kids in the high school. He's mentored, I believe, 7 to 9 kids for their senior project. And you're just breaking that barrier, and it starts in the middle school. I walk into the middle school with Officer Toronto. I mean, it looks like he's one of the students because he's kind of short. Sorry, Dante. But, the way he interacts and gives kids high fives and stuff, that
so
starts
does
to break
Ryan
down.
Algier looks like a kid. I mean, he does too.
Well, he's got the beard going now because we
does
do the
he?
beard.
I haven't seen
the
the
baby
beard.
face is gone for a few months.
He's not gray like us.
Yeah, he's not gray.
Was this the November thing where November,
so
December?
that's another
grow a
thing
beard?
that we do. We do No Shave November.
Yeah.
So all the officers have to donate essentially. It's $1 a day, essentially $30 a month. And then the chief allowed us to do a double down. So double down December. And then he said, you know what? Because this is going to charity, let's do. So I think we do from October to April now.
Yes, sir.
I believe it is, where officers can have beards as long as they're donating. And then the union picks an organization to donate to. And, you know, that's just another way that we're raising money. I mean, some people are old school and they say,
I don't think
facial hair.
people know enough. I don't know if Nancy Burns Fusaro should write the article or one of the reporters, but they should have an article in the paper about all you do from a community policing standpoint. I don't think people know that.
Sam Reed actually from NBC 10 did, we did a thing last year, and she's going to do a small thing for the toy drive coming up. But yeah, these are just ways to help.
Showing something good, her feature. Yeah.
So
she does a great job.
Yeah, she does. But yeah, we're always trying to help out, like, you know, and breaking down those barriers and interacting with kids, and, you know, seeing an officer get down and give a kid a high five and stuff like that. That stuff goes a long ways, because sometimes parents are like, oh, you're going to go with him if you're bad. Well, I don't like that.
I heard that growing up.
Yeah, and I've heard it forever. And
I know.
We don't want that. Yes, if you're bad when you're an adult, or
they're
even
going
a
to take you
juvenile,
away and arrest you.
But we don't want to scare kids. We want a kid to be able to wave to us when we're driving around or walking downtown.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's just, you know, there's that straight look. You will walk by and you don't get the hi, how are you? Like stuff that maybe I grew up with. Unfortunately, it's not like that anymore.
Well, certainly not in this community. I would hope it's not that way in others, but maybe in a tough town and a tough city, it might have to be, especially, you know, if you have gang elements and that kind of thing.
I think we have a great relationship with this community. And, you know, we went through the national accreditation recently, and there was a portal for you to make good or bad comments, and they were all good. So,
That's
you know,
great.
It's a great thing, and it's a great relationship. And I mean, this has been going for years, and then, you know, Chief Lacey carried it on. Now it's Chief Gingerella. Community policing used to be just one officer. Now it's up to 4. And if we had more staffing, if we weren't short-staffed, I'm sure there'd be a 5th officer at some point.
When do you play basketball again with the high school get beaten?
I'm not sure, but just to get back to him real quick with like the Chiefs, we are so lucky to have chiefs like Chief Lacey and Chief Gingerella that are so community oriented, because they're from here. They understand the town. They understand like the importance of giving back and the community relations. I think that's what makes it so great is, you know,
It's a very unique town. It really
the
is.
handoff from Chief Lacey to Chief Gingerella was so smooth because of the fact they're very similar in their approach and how they do it and being community oriented. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. They just do a great job, you know? So that's my, but what were you going to say about the basketball?
No, I want to know when you're going to have your butt beaten again.
I'm not sure.
Well, I wasn't at that game last year. I was out of town.
He's always out of town, right?
You know,
I know.
but we did. So I actually,
that's how you get to be lieutenant.
we actually have to get in touch with Stonington, because 2 years ago we had a Westerly Police versus Stonington Police game. And we didn't have that last year, so we got to add that to the list.
Yeah.
But it was also, we had a lot of fun because we would have practices once a week at the middle school, and we would have roughly 8 to 10 guys.
Yeah.
And so it was good for the guys just to get together, guys and girls, because we had some girl players.
The camaraderie, I think, was great.
Yeah,
right?
we had a good time. A
couple of times you had to tell me not to be so competitive.
Yeah. You know, and you know, we're getting older, so it's like we're the oldest guys there now.
Oh yeah, he had to tell me that. He had to remind me.
And I'm like, hey, relax.
Yeah,
and,
you're old.
My back's hurting me and stuff. I mean,
you even said, you came on the program and you said that your back was hurting you.
If we get old
after the high school.
Yeah, after the high school game.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate. Like he's a phenomenal golfer.
All right. Well, with his height, he's got to be a center or a forward.
But as we get older,
I don't like to play down low. I used to play back in the day. I played AAU. I played a little bit.
But we're hyper competitive.
But yeah, no, I always want to win, and that's I'm trying to pass that along to my daughter now. Is you know, I want you to have fun, but I also want you to win.
Yeah.
Like when I see her practicing, she does gymnastics and dance. When I see her practicing, I always tell her, make sure when you're going through the motions, you're actually going through them and learning, not just doing it to do it. Like do it to improve. so that you can go out.
Improve your time or improve
your leg position. If you're pointing your toes or whatever, make it worthwhile. Don't.
She does gymnastics. That's tough stuff.
She's a very good gymnast.
Sometimes the competitive drive is. I think the competitive drive, though, from like our generation is a little bit different from the generation of kids today. Just because we were outside all the time with our friends in the neighborhood, competing in everything.
Right.
Now kids just they're inside. They do stuff inside. They don't think they
These
do a lot of.
things just ruin everything.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that.
I mean, we live by them, but I saw a thing on social media the other day. It was a high school from like 2001. It wasn't anything around here. I don't know, but it was all the kids were celebrating because it was the last day of school, and everybody's talking and jumping up and down, and they're listening to music. There weren't. Nowadays, it'd be all this.
Yeah, everybody's videoing.
Because everybody's
what
taking videos.
What gets me are the people that walk across the street right in front of traffic, and they're scares me to death.
Yeah,
it really does. But we all need it, I guess. I mean, they help. They certainly help. But there was something in the paper over the weekend. I think it was in the Providence Journal. But it was about, and it wasn't happening here. Again, it was happening somewhere, but not far from here, where they now have an organization like AA for people who are addicted to this. And it's IAA. The I is for iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
And it works just like AA. You go in and you only give your first name, and then you talk about it. And people have terrible withdrawal problems.
I thought it was great when my daughter last year was in middle school and they had these little bags that they put their phones in, and she didn't get to use it all day. For me, like, I know she was not happy about it, and I was extremely happy about it because I think that you're taking that element away from them for 5-6 hours in a day, showing them that you don't always need it. This is not a binky. You don't need it all the time. And I try to, show my daughter sometimes, like, look, I'm not on my phone. Like, let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Like, it doesn't need to be this,
I was looking online a few weeks ago, and I was going to be going to New York City, and I wanted to see a particular show. And they had a thing under the tickets. They had a disclaimer that said, please note that we will be taking your phones at the beginning, putting it, there's a name for those bags.
Yep.
Putting it, we'll give you the bag once it's zipped and all that. And if you don't want to do that, don't buy a ticket to the show.
Yeah.
And that was a first, because I was talking to Nicole from the Granite Theater, and she said, that's a first that I've heard, but it won't be a last.
Oh, no, that's getting more and more popular.
Yeah.
Shows and stuff like that. We went to a Matt Rife show, like, he's a comedian, over a year ago, and they didn't do that because it's an arena full of people, but they said if we catch you on your phone, you're out.
Yep.
Because there's exclusivity rights that they don't want stuff to be recorded and then blasted all over social media, because then people won't go to the show and pay the big dollars for the tickets.
Yeah.
And we saw them kick people out. Wow. Could you imagine spending $300 on a ticket and then getting booted out because you couldn't get off your phone?
Well, but there's a lesson learned, isn't it? An expensive one. Yeah. Thank you both so much. I wish you happy holidays. You, I know, we'll see in January.
We will.
You'll be out of town. That's what I've learned.
Yeah.
Lieutenants go out of town. Detectives stay here.
Wow.
Thank you both. Next week, we will have Carly Callahan will be here from the United. And because Christmas is a special time of year, and I mentioned this in the first hour, it's the most wonderful time of the year, but not for everybody. There are people going through grief, money problems, housing problems, which is why we're going to have Christine King here from Wood River Health. She is the Director of Integrated Care and Behavioral Health, and she's going to be here to talk about ways of getting through and managing what can be a very tough and yet beautiful time of year. Have a wonderful week. Be good to each other. And as I always say, do not be afraid to take a chance. Continue taking chances. You'll never know how good it is if you can succeed by taking a chance, just don't do it on the highway or near me. I've got the Nissan Altima out there. Don't do it near me. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Thank you, Caleb.
Thank you, Caleb.